You're in a privileged position right now. You're in a place to be.
With TKB, the Bushleague Sports Friends Fantasy Show.
When are you making them beats again?
Trenches. Come get some work on your free time. Nico Trenches, we train O-line and D-line. Getting sacks on quarterbacks, you know we live. When you kick at 45, keep your nose on his inside. You better punch something, keep your feet moving, dog. My 3 tech and 1 tech, they some real hoes. My DN 6'5", he ain't got no flaws. Good grades, good feet, man, he got it all. I said it crazy, he'll snatch something. Real aggressive jump set, he tryna grab something. If the old don't shoot their hands, you better jab some. You better stab some, bull then snatch some. From the youth to the pros, we get it in. If you ain't watching film, you ain't trying to win. If you close the beat gap, then you gotta spin. If you get around the edge, then you gotta bend. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at.
When are you making them beats
I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. Where the lineman at. Where the lineman at. D tackle, do your dance. D ends, do your dance. Centers, do your dance. Guards, do your dance. Tackle, do your dance. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at.
We're done, Jerry. Rock'em, sock'em, hockey.
Welcome to the league, VeeFriends community. The VeeFriends community, which is created by Gary V, is going to need to have the 12 people work hard together to be the greatest community in Web3. Thanks to Daniel and the Dog Pound, we got a team put together. We're going to try and dominate the tournament while crowning one winner in the VSP League. At the end of this all, let's see if VeeFriends can come out on top. Everyone who enters will get access to the Bushleague media project, as well as free fitness for the top contenders from my partner and legend, Joel Bam Bam Mills. Let's see you in the league.
Team Pro Fitness, and let's go into the future healthy and together.
Show love on the real 5 bills, that's what it does. Boy, does she love the way that I rock on the microphone, cause I rock it this way. Make up, take up, break up, and shake up. Take a fat puff from Dr. Bombay. If you feeling like I'm feeling, then you feeling hard.
Say, man, you're in a privileged position right now. You're in a place to be.
Nice. Welcome. The place to be is the Bushleague Sports Fantasy Draft with the VeeFriends community. I just noticed I laid the wrong graphic to lay it out, but hey, baby, that's why we're Bushleague. You can't win them all. We made it 98% perfect. We didn't get that last cut. But thank you all for being here. I'm your host, TKB. I'm stoked to be doing this draft with you today. We're going to be doing it with a whole bunch of members of the VSP. I keep saying VSP because I just did that draft, but the VeeFriends community, obviously stoked to do that. My buddy Daniel, I'll bring him up in a second. He helped me get this all gathered up. Just so stoked to be doing this. Obviously, Gary, the creator of VeeFriends, one of the reasons why I'm into NFTs, one of the big reasons why I kind of realize the true potential of how it can work business-wise and how to integrate business through it, and just really honored to be here doing a draft with a bunch of people and other fellow holders from that community. I know my buddy Dano, he's kicking it. He was along for the ride with me last year. I was kind of doing a sports show that, again, I'll be firing up every Thursday with my friend Trav there over at Treading Sassy, and I'm sure Dan will be popping in too. But he was so kind to come and help me with the show every day last week or every weekend last year, and then obviously help me put this team together. So really stoked to be there. And Dano, I know you're kicking around. How you doing today? Stoked to be chatting with you, buddy. Stoked to have you. Oh, he's pouring one, baby. Let's go.
I went to the store and got a cold one. Cheers, everyone.
I like it. I like it, buddy. I just filled one up. I got a signature mojito has been what I've been rocking through all these drafts, and I love it. I see the dialed in dog. That's the mascot for the VeeFriends community. It's a nice little canvas in the back. Love it.
That's right.
That's beauty. I always point the wrong way when I'm trying to point. Obviously, shouts to you for helping me put that community together. We kind of reached out in the VeeFriends Discord football chat, kind of rallied the troops, got a team going. Obviously, this tournament, the Bushleague tournament, the Friends Fantasy Tournament, we're using the Alien Friends IP. There's 10 communities involved, right? There's obviously myself with the Bushleague community, my partner Joel with the fitness community. We got Shredding Sassy, karaoke. Obviously, we're doing these drafts today with VSP and the VeeFriends community, but he's overflowing, baby. Got it, saved it, love it. But obviously, the VeeFriends one is, I guess, the only community I didn't like officially work with the team and get that all organized through them. Just kind of a peer community thing. You know, the Vayner Sports Pass too is a community driven one as well, because obviously they're disassociation with that kind of stuff through sports and stuff. But obviously, thank you for helping me bring community together. Really honored. Hopefully, maybe we'll be able to catapult and get a booth at VCon, get the draft and our fitness workouts over there, and maybe we'll make it official next year. But this year, I'm just kind of stoked to be doing it with a bunch of community members, and stoked to have you along, Dano, kind of co-hosting and running through it with me tonight.
Absolutely. Glad to be here, man. Let's have some fun.
Obviously, a part of what we're trying to do with Bushleague is kind of bring people together through fantasy sports, kind of have one token where you can access fantasy sports, fitness, access to different business, and create community. And I think me and you kind of understand how the community can come out of it more than anything. We met through a project about a year and a half ago, and kind of how we ended up here today is through an NFT project. So pretty cool how it brings people together.
Yeah, there's so many people that I want to meet at the next VCon. I wasn't able to go to the second one.
Nice. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome to see it running next year. I'm hoping, obviously, I'm going down to the Broncos game next month. I guess not obviously, but I'm going down to the Broncos game next month with a bunch of hollow holders from VSP and get to meet Gary and AJ. So hoping maybe I can show up like, hey, we got the fantasy league going, and my buddy's got his workouts going. Maybe we'll come do some free workouts on the front lawn of VCon. So I'm hoping to maybe get down there next year too, and hopefully be able to contribute something to the community. Would be pretty sweet. But obviously, I know there's just me and you here tonight. There's a whole bunch of people sitting in the draft room chatting, see them going back and forth. They're all sitting there waiting, getting ready to roll. We kicked off a few minutes late, so we'll probably get the draft rolling a little sooner or later. But what we got here today is we got 12 members of the VeeFriends community all together here today, kind of drafting their own league, right? And one of you guys is going to end up being crowned the champion. And like I say, most of these projects, the community's donated some NFTs, and that NFT goes to the winner. The extra one goes to the community that wins the big prize pool at the end. I think for this one, I'll just put it on record. I'll step up and at least send one out in some capacity, and we'll see what happens by the end of the year. Maybe there'll be a second one, and we'll get one going both ways. But there'll definitely be one going somewhere, whether it's a top community or whether you guys will figure that out. Yeah, let's say week 8, but I'll throw one of mine up on the board eventually there. But what I want to see happen here is not only have you guys play and crown your own champ there, Dano, but have you had a chance to kind of check out the site, see the tournament, see what all we have going on with that too yet, or have you taken a gander at it? Yep,
sure did. Looks sick.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked about it. Obviously, we got your league will be streaming over there. So once it populates, the VeeFriends League, all this will start populating like it does with the other leagues. You'll be able to see your matchups and everything. And every week, I'm going to take your guys' total scores, combine it, put it in to your VeeFriends community total here, and you guys are going to have a total there. And through the 16 fantasy weeks, every week we're going to be combining it. And at the end, there's going to be a total. And this leaderboard is going to make up a majority of the points that matter. But we're also going to be tracking everyone through the Tribe Rewards leaderboard. It'll start to fire up on Monday here, tracking interactions with social media with our different accounts that are listed here. And we'll be posting about these accounts and how they're doing in the tournament and different things along the way. And at the end of the year, we'll be going to that leaderboard and seeing not only how you guys did each week, but how you did as a team throughout the year, right? And your combined total of fantasy points plus a certain percentage of the points coming off that leaderboard is going to determine your total. And each week throughout the season, what we're going to do is, depending where you are in that leaderboard, first is going to get a big amount of fab, second to 10, 11 to 20, etc. We're going to be awarding fab in league, depending where everybody places on that leaderboard. And that's going to be a good way to kind of promote the project, promote VeeFriends, promote your community, promote where your standings are, and get other people involved and try to help us grow this thing. So really looking forward to seeing how this kind of tech all functions and works, and thanks to have a few of you along for the ride to kind of test it out with us.
Let's go.
Sweet treat. Well, obviously, we got the 12 VeeFriends squad here. We'll kind of get into how it's all going, but they'll be drafting their own team. That team will consist, you can't see it because I'm not in the league, but that team would consist of a quarterback. If we go to my squad over here, you'll see a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide rights, a tight end, and a flex, which is any one of those positions there. This is a filthy squad. And obviously, they'll be doing their draft right out of the draft room here. Everybody who has their PFP and name set ahead of the draft, they're getting some bonus points. Love to see a few squads coming out and showing their VeeFriends, especially the Dano here and Block James throwing on the nice little VeeFriends character series 1 over the Bush League scene. Love to see it. Everybody who's rocking their favorite PFP from their community on a Bush League scene is going to get double fab all year. And simply just putting your name and your image so that we can use it to kind of help promote the project throughout the season is going to allow you to earn fab through any interactions throughout the whole season. So looking forward to seeing how that tech works. But Dano, any questions? Make sense to you? You all signed up on the leaderboard? You ready to rock and roll for the season, or how are you looking over there?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I feel pretty confident. I have the 7th pick in the draft.
Nice.
So I ran through some mocks, did some different strategies and shit, all within the last 24 hours. So yeah, I'm good. And last year I just used the app, the Sleeper app. I didn't even know there was like a website. So I'm going to do the draft on desktop.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like obviously we're using the Sleeper app. It's one of the better, to me, platforms to draft on. And I've always found, even whether it's really any of the platforms, drafting on the computer so much better, but then managing your team week to week so much better mobile. That's the way I find it. But drafting is pretty handy on the computer. But we'll get the draft fired up. We'll keep chatting. We'll keep BSing, telling a little bit about everything gets going and seeing how it goes. But obviously, did you get a chance to sign up for that Tribe Rewards leaderboard yet, Dano?
I don't know 100% now. I did something and I got like an email back. Is that what it was? Did I sign up for it?
No, it should be in the league. I sent it recently, so if you go in the league, you'll be able to find there's a Tribe Rewards leaderboard that has been sent there. If you're in the league, you sign up for that, and it's going to start tracking when you do the social interactions, which will reward you fab in the fantasy league.
Okay.
Everybody who's in that league, if you haven't signed up for it yet, please, it's dropped in the league. I dropped it in there because it's kind of just for the people in the league. We kind of test running the tech, so instead of having it out in the open where 1,000 people can sign up, just kind of try to get
the chat is asking when the draft is going to start.
I mean, it started. It's running, baby. We're off. We're going. We're rolling. I told everybody we'd be about 15, 20 minutes, and we're already running. So, I mean, I don't know what they're worried about because we are 45 seconds in, waiting for someone who doesn't seem to be here to pick. It looks like the first 3 people are not even really on the clock. It doesn't look like they're here. So it looks like those times are going to run right through. But hopefully they were set to queue. You never know where anybody is. Obviously, they could be busy working, doing whatever. Who knows? I'm just stoked they were so excited and able to join and be a part of it and help us fill the league up. So whether they're here or not, we'll roll through. We'll take a look at the capable Caterpillars rolling with the first overall pick and see if he gets Jefferson or if he had his queue set for somewhere else. Obviously, you can go in, set your queue ahead of time, and select the players you want. But it looks like he's getting Justin Jefferson, the #1 consensus overall pick, which is what an ADP ranking is. It's kind of just an average draft pick of where people are drafting different players. Hops up on there. And Justin Jefferson, consensus. I feel like a broken record because he's gone at least 3-4 times, but he's a beauty.
Yeah, not a bad. If you're #1 pick, I guess you really don't have to worry about showing up. You know, you're going to do all right on that first pick.
Yep. I usually prefer drafting a little later just because you can kind of double up and get a couple of those big beauties. But there's nothing wrong with getting the potential #1 receiver in the whole game. Ooh. Looks like we might get what, a minute, 2 minutes, 3. We might get 4.5 minutes of just chill. Should we see here? Let's play. We'll play a faint song. We'll see how long it goes. We'll see if we get through it. We'll play a little Snoop Dogg NFT.
Right back at you. Another one. It's yours.
I feel like we're getting at least another minute and a half. We got to get 5 in.
NFT style.
McCaffrey off the board.
Every top 2 picks consensus. If we get a 1, 2, 3 out the gate of this auto pickers, then it's looking like DeMar Chase will be next off the board. That starts his 100%.
Where my dogs at?
Oh,
Where my dogs at? Now,
perfect tune for the VeeFriends talk. Now
some
let's
of y'all got that doggy up out that sandbox. This would be some perfect theme music.
got like 50 more seconds.
It's like you in a theme park.
Give me a little vibe, or am I just all
So
about
you
the
need
house
some
guy?
theme music. Yeah. I'm looking for my dogs.
It goes on the second round. It goes to 1 minute.
Huh?
What?
In the second round, it goes to 1 minute.
Woof,
Yeah, that's the plan, baby.
woof. I like that.
You hear me?
Now break that down.
Yeah,
for me.
second round, 1 minute.
Oh, gotcha. Couldn't hear you over the music.
Nobody's watching. Everybody left. They were good.
Dang, auto picks.
Auto pick 1, 2, 3 on the gate. VeeFriends, baby. Oh, Eckler goes in second case.
Woof,
Oh,
1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Oh. And there we go. We're back, baby. We're through 4. Jamar Chase goes 5 after Kels. And the VeeFriends community draft is going. Let's go, baby. One more to you, Dino. Dino, I mean, as a fellow Series 1 dog pound holder to another, and as also the founder of Bushleague Media, I must say you have the most beautiful PFP on your team in the history of the entire metaverse.
Dang.
Absolutely beautiful. And he gets Cooper Cup as LA man. Little injury, scaring people off, but Dano, he's dialed. He don't care. Sauce, baby. Nice pick. Let's go. Thanks for joining the draft. I appreciate everything you've ever sniped and then sold to me, or vice versa. You're an absolute beauty, one of the best in the game. Block James, she said she was watching. She might be the one viewer we have. And if you are, appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming in the Discord and getting that beautiful PFP made for the team. Makes me feel so awesome to see my little bro's art mixed up with some Gary V Series 1s. It's pretty cute. Loving it. So thank you guys. Appreciate that so much. James, I'm sorry. I will give you the number 2 best PFP with the VeeFriends and the Bush League. But man, I'm a dog. I'm a dog guy. So Dano's gonna take the 1 here.
Come on, Chase. Chase is an auto. So it's gonna be like four auto drafts in a row.
Looks like the 2 BJ's. It looks like. I wonder if I can edit this layout while we're live on the air. Let me see. Here, I'm gonna edit this. Let's see. We're gonna make you this big, Dano.
Oh no. My God, my neighbors are barbecuing. Jeez, it smells good.
What kind? I think I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna discard. We're gonna go back. Okay. So here we're little. Okay, I got an idea, Dano. I'm gonna try to make a cooler picture.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, there's me and you. Now we're chilling. Okay, we're on to some. We're just gonna update the layout. Now we're a little bigger. Draft board's chilling behind us. Now, do I want to edit this? How do you like this, Dano? You You gotta let me know. Is this cooler? Like, just wait.
Yeah, that's good too.
Oh, it shrinks it like that. Never mind.
I can read it though, like the names of the players.
I think we're on to something here. Look at us, just live edits here. No biggie. We're getting good. We're just editing live on the air. Gary, he's one to say, if you don't start, you never start. Told me that when I was 34. Now I'm 36. We're rolling, baby. Let's go. We kind of started when I was 34. Dano, you got anything to plug on eBay? You slinging? You slinging some juice? I know you're the garage sale man. Did you notice the last clip in the VeeFriends welcome video? It turned into a garage sale. You see that? You look, it turned into a garage. I don't know if you caught it or not.
In what video? In what video?
The little entry video I made.
No, I missed it.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll pop it up on the screen.
Let's go, team! Let's go!
Here, hold on. I'll have to pause it. I'm gonna pop it up on the stream for a sec.
Future healthy.
Look at what Joel was talking there. See, I made it. The little dog here. He turns into a Gary V nice green garage sale. We got the garage. Oh, it turns into that scene after, but we got the garage going here. A little garage sale already set up. I prompted some AI off the picture to turn it into like a garage sale, because we had the other ones obviously where we turned it into like the stadium, which was kind of neat, right? But yeah, just kind of playing with some AI, trying to dial that in.
That's dope.
Ooh, so this one I could edit too here. We're just editing layouts live today on the air. You got to be efficient in our time though, right? So what I need to do now is Bill, but just for one person. Okay. What happens if I set it for more people? Do you still just show up like that? Oh yeah, nice. You're right there chilling, baby. I like it. We got a little draft board going. What if I stretch it out? So then it's in the middle, trippy. Can I press a button that makes it fill or something? Here we are just editing live on air. No, but really, I love it. Now we got a more interactive setting here, We got this one, Dano. Seems like often I have two people. This one sets us up here. It's a nice one when we got a little crowd. Ooh, that's moving fast. Wow, we're flying through the auto draft. We got to catch up with this. We got to get moving. I got to get people updated on where we're at, because this draft has gone nuts since we last even spoke.
Oh shit! It's my pick almost.
Jeez, what happened? There's so many. With so many auto picks, it's just moving. But okay, we got to get back to the first round. Chubb, third running back off the board, absolute stud. Going to be basically carrying all the rock. Kareem Hunt was one of my favorite guys. He's still unsigned, but Chubb's going to be ripping around in Cleveland. Bajan, the rookie, keeps going early in every draft, first round, consistent. Barkley's moving ahead. Etienne, I guess that's a little later, but Derrick Henry goes. I've seen so many people end up with Chubb and Henry, and it's nuts because it's the craziest combo on it. Like, I feel like everyone who did that's going to win. Like, I feel like Phantom just won the league. Wilson goes to Sauce. He takes the Jets guy first. Jets off the board, so shouts to him for getting that one done. Someone had to do it. Devontae Smith, you're going 3 receivers out the gate, skipping all the backs, eh? You're stacked, but that's bold. That's bold. Harris really moving. Gee, Gibbs went early. Stevens, Josh Allen, Hurts, Mahomes are all off the board. Metcalf.
Oh my.
What's going on in Seattle, you think, this year? You think Metcalf and Lockett keep on flying? You think the youngster Najiba gets ripping? It seems to be a question I ask often. Same as Ole, but I haven't got into him. But
I don't like Metcalf this year.
no, I just feel like it's hard to bet against how much of a specimen of a human he is. And speaking of which, I forgot to change the clock, so we'll do it quick. And now we're at a minute. Lamar Jackson, I was about to say I haven't seen him go off the board, but you know what? If I'm being honest, Dano, because you're on the show, so you get a little friendly TKB biased. I was trying not to mention it because I know there's a few of the VeeFriends community watching the show. I didn't want to, tip them off. I was going to mention it when it got back to you. Maybe load up on Lamari, but he's going now, baby. So what's your strategy? It's looking like heavy receiver. Has that been common strategy, or have you done many drafts this year?
No, I haven't done any drafts this year.
No.
It's a PPR league, so I'm fucking grabbing receivers.
That's fair. I just feel like
the receivers stay healthier, more healthy than running back. They're more risk in running backs.
That's fair.
I will grab like a running back,
Yeah, no, that's fair. A lot of people like to play it that way. I like to try and get some of the really good running backs early, just so that I don't have to be fighting around with those secondary guys. But
yeah, no, I grab a wire guy, someone off the wire, injury, something weird will happen throughout the season.
The fit I should wear to the Broncos game in Denver when I go tailgate with Gary. It's gonna be sick. Sauce, let's go, baby. Dobbins and Mixon. If Dobbins does what he does, I think Mixon's going to do his thing. P. Ryan's over with the boys now, so Mixon really it's just what Chris Evans behind him, I think. Dobbins is there kicking it around. If he rips and Lamar doesn't carry the ball all season and Dobbin finally does what we all expected him to do when he was drafted, which is be one of the top 10 guys, then right on. See how it rolls. Where are you headed, Dano?
Good question.
So if I look at that draft board, so now let me see this. If I'm in this draft room, okay. So if I move to this view, now you can see me playing around on the side. You like that? You like that dialed in dog? I got Suburban to draw the chain on, the same kind of the same style chain that Sauce Gardner from the Jets gave Aaron Rodgers. Nice big, nice 5 chain, same as his 8 chain.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll pull it down for anybody to see what we're talking about. You look at the little doggo character there for anybody who hasn't seen the video. Oh boy, that's 1,700 picks in a row. What is going on? For anybody who hasn't seen the video, go check it out. Sauce Gardner giving Aaron Rodgers a number 8 diamond studded chain. Had a little fun with that and drew it up on the dialed in dog. So shouts to the Jets, shouts to VeeFriends and Sauce Gardner, Aaron Rodgers, and I guess Gary V for inciting the little character to do it all on. Now, what just happened? Like, I got to get back to the draft room and see what's going on here. Herbert went flying. Someone got Kittle. So Kittle went to Dynamo Sheets. Dynamo Sheets ended up with Fields. He still doesn't have a receiver. So he went opposite of you. He just kind of went all back, which that's more of a move I would make. I don't know if I'm happy with his full stack of backs, but again, just depends what Elliott does, whether Stevenson's going to be the guy or not. And then obviously Kittle, great pick, one of those top 3 tight ends. I'm surprised he made it all the way to the end of round 4. Literally very surprised. And then Jones, Dano with Burrow. Took Burrow ahead of Herbert. What's your thought process on that? You're a little more confident in Burrow, even though Herbert gets a few more rushing yards, or where you're just Burrow's your guy?
Yeah, I think maybe he breaks out. I'm just like, that's a bet.
I like it. A little Dano bet over here. I haven't really seen a Bushleague pick yet in this draft, which is, they've all been pretty decent, pretty respectful. We got a good group of drafters, even the robots drafting on either end. But yeah, everybody, if you're watching, share the room out, please. Give it a tag. Throw us a little love. Maybe tag Gary to come watch his greatest draft in the history of VeeFriends community draft history. And we'll get Gary over there. We'll get a nice little fantasy booth going over at VCon. You guys, everybody's joined the Bush League and helped me pioneer this. Obviously, each one of you, we're going to give access to our Bush League project, which will just be a fun little project to be involved in. I'll get you into these fantasy leagues for a couple of years. You get to draft in different leagues if you want. Attach your token. You'll be able to get a free trial to my partner Joel's online fitness club, and discounts to 3 other different businesses. In the meantime, and over time, we'll hope to attach 10, 12 more and really, build something out where NFTs can be used as community, as savings, and really grow it eventually to hopefully one of the biggest things. I mean, it's cool to see what Gary's doing with VF2. Obviously, I kind of got inspired to do the whole project and attach business to the tokens and utilize it in that sense through a lot of the stuff he said. And then see him come out with VF2, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. No, my exact idea is what he was kind of already doing, what he was already insinuating. So pretty cool to see how VF2's kind of rolling out and how some of the scenes you can play with them, change them. You can attach different ones to different businesses, and certain things are redeeming to different projects and companies. And pretty cool. I know you're kind of a big player in the VeeFriends community, and pretty cool how the whole ecosystem works, eh? You were deep in your pick. Lost. No.
What's up?
Oh, I was just asking. I was saying just how your experience and stuff has been with the VeeFriends community, and then just kind of. I think you changed one of your scenes the other day there. Hey, I done. It's not quite as cool as the Bush League campsite, but it's a pretty sweet upgrade.
Right. Yeah, that's the newest background scene in VeeFriends. It's a new mechanic they rolled out about a week ago with a new artist to be able to switch out your background on a VF2, a JAS book games token.
So, what do you think? I mean, obviously, my entire goal is to have people still be themselves, still use their PFP. Throw it on the background like you have your dog on there. I think we start rallying the troops on social and get the Bush League backgrounds. My little bros made is one of the swappable backgrounds in the future. I was looking at that future, and I'm like, that's literally what we're going for with the campsite. Be pretty cool. I myself personally collect pretty much the only scenes I have. I have a dialed in dog and a patient pig that are on some different scenes because I like them characters and I have them. But every other scene I have is 5-yard line, the skate shop, or the campsite. But I think one of my thoughts when I seen the campsite come out in Series 2, obviously Dano, me and my little brother were working on the campsite long before that scene existed, right? It's not like I got the idea from it. We've been on that since before VF2 came out. But once I seen that scene come out in VF2, I in my mind was like, oh, how cool would it have been if I already had my project and somehow it could have been our campsite scene. And then now they're doing the scene changing feature. So one of my goals is to get the Bush League scene in there one day. I think that'd be pretty cool. And so maybe with the help of the VeeFriends community, we can show Gary, at least 12 of you maybe I can get 12 of you guys rocking it, and they'll see it's pretty cool. It'd be pretty awesome. See you guys share that out if you enjoy having it, because I'm really going to try to grow the brand and have a little fun bringing people together.
Bring your brother to VCon.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to if we get something set up down there. It'll be sweet for sure.
Get the introduction to the artist, campsite artist. How old is your brother? Older brother or younger brother?
He's younger than me. He's 30. He's about 30. I'm about 36 right now, so he's about 30. But yeah, so me and him design all the assets together. He creates them all, and I kind of help piece everything together and kind of come up with a lot of the different textures and stuff like that. And then he builds all of it. It's been pretty fun to do it with him, so it's pretty cool. you got Prescott going as the fourth quarterback off the board. Or no, what am I doing? I'm looking down. I'm a Donald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th quarterback off the board. Whew. Should have scrolled up. Dano, where are you headed next? You kind of rounded up the team, getting Swift, who I think is a good pick, and James Conner could be his year in Arizona. Not really a whole lot of action going on behind him. Rounding up the team decently for sure. Patty Fry, ooh, that was maybe the last good tight end out there. Pacheco, how do you say it? Pacheco. Big fall from Kansas City running backs being like,
bro, like this. A strategy should be like pick players on teams that score a lot of fucking points. And have really good quarterbacks because you're going to be in the red zone more to be able to have those opportunities.
Yep, no, for sure. I mean, I think that's why a lot of people.
The main thing, and then it could be like good quarterbacks on shitty teams that are playing from behind. Like if you're going later, Yeah,
no, for sure. I think one of the good things to do is get that early. You'll see a lot of Chiefs and stuff go early for that reason, right? I think that's why Patrick Mahomes goes almost first in every draft because just everybody kind of gravitates towards the Chiefs.
Even like the fourth and the fifth receiver, like two people get injured and fucking they're the number 2 receiver.
Yeah, it's usually why I try to take my chances on some running backs and hope they don't get hurt and hope I get one of those studs. And whether it's the best play every year or not, who knows? But yeah, 1 year I feel like you give us about 5 years. Next year we'll get to VCon. About 5 years, we'll get Gary in the draft with us. Dano, he'll be hanging out live.
Next year's the last VCon.
I'm sure you.
Supposedly.
You think there'll be more after or no?
Well, as of right now, no, but who knows?
I feel like there'll be VCon, just maybe like the passes aren't going to go to the tokens because that is expired. But is the word that the event is not going to be going to? I don't know if I've.
That's just like what Gary said. There's 3 years of VCon. That's what the tickets give you is like if you have a VF1 tickets, it gets you into the VCon for the first 3 years. But anything past that is kind of up in the air.
I've always kind of said, like personally, that I kind of feel that obviously that's the way it's worded. So like after those 3 years, I'm interested to see what happens because I mean there's basically 3 options, right? VCon doesn't exist anymore. Option 2, VCon goes on, the passes get extended for so many years and you keep getting VCon tickets, or it gets extended for 3 years as like a 50% discount, right? Or VCon just becomes an event. You've got to now buy a ticket because at some point it's got to generate revenue. And so at some point there's got to be some ticket sales, right? So if it's going to be an event that goes on, I feel like, again, when you look at the model I'm creating with Bushleague and the different businesses and the fitness where it's kind of a free trial and then they act as a discount, continual discount membership. It's a model that's sustainable, right? Just giving free forever is unsustainable. And so
on the VCon side, I think like the sponsors is where most of the budget comes from. Because it was like Johnny Walker, basically like the Fortune 100 companies that Vayner Media reps.
Yeah, which I don't have that connection at all, but when you have that, you would think it would keep going in some capacity, whether it just be discounts to VCon. To me, that's fair. Can act as a discount. To me, I'm happy with that. It was promised 3 years, so you get it. I mean, the tokens were worth what? For $300, $1,000, $2,000 at the time they were minted. That's all they're worth. They're not worth what the market value is. That's pure speculation, collectors, right? I feel like he's delivering what he minted, and I think that's pretty freaking cool, man. Not a lot of projects can say that.
Mhm.
So now there's been a huge run. We left off at about Connor with you, Ingram, Goddard. There was a big run of receivers over on the end. Drake London, that's a good pick there too. That came the round before in the 6th. But Lockett, Evans, Smith, Flowers, Williams, Brown, just a massive run. Marquise is going a little later to Arizona. Everybody's down on Arizona. I feel like, I don't know why. I think they still got the same good offense. They still got Kyler Murray. They still got Marquise Brown. I think, yeah, they don't got Hopkins, but I think they're going to be okay. I think they're not going to be as bad as people think. If Connor can do his thing, they'll be buzzing. Mike Williams going there. Zay Flowers. Hard to say who's going to be the man there. Bateman, Flowers, Beckham. Who knows? I don't know if Beckham's gone yet in the draft, but it seems like a lot of people are riding on Flowers over Bateman and that. Oh, we got out of the draft room somehow. We'll get back in it, folks. There we go. Dano, back to you. Richardson went second pick, one part plans. Got Lawrence and Richardson, some young stutteroos. Only got 2 backs. I don't know if that's the way I'd run it, but I'm going to get the Scotials here for a minute. And I'm going to share out the room. Let's see what the draft board does. It's going to go on a massive run here probably for a minute. With Rodgers and Watson going back-to-back block, James. Shouts out. Gets the Rodgers pick. It's not the hidden player. Didn't trigger. But someone had to do it. It's interesting, too, because in the other draft, someone picked Rodgers as the backup to Mahomes. Same person. But the other person picked him in the 4th round. And I was laughing. I was like, you didn't need to do that early if you wanted him. You could have waited. And funny that someone in the literal next draft gets the same stack and pulls the stack off 5-6 rounds later. So shouts to Block James for making me look like a genius. Oh, Russell Wilson picked the hard to be a Jet. No way. He didn't even go in the last draft. Shouts to Russ Wilson. We got the helmet. We're getting buzzing. Oh, this is going to be great. I'm doing it all. I don't even think I'm in the view right now because I'm just a rookie streamer. The camera's not going, but we'll get her back rocking. There we go. Russ Wilson. Shout to the I got the Russ Wilson signed helmet. We're buzzing. We're rocking. We're rolling. Want to give a big shout to Local Weather. They hooked me up with a signed Russ Wilson jersey and a signed Russ Wilson helmet. Thank you, Russ. Thank you to Local Weather. And obviously, just thank you to the VeeFriends community. The reason that I'm in Local Weather is because Gary literally kind of hooked us up with getting into the Vayner Sports Pass. And then through Vayner Sports Pass, getting into Local Weather, right? Kind of just down the line over the when NFTs were going kind of wild in 2021, 2022, right? And then here I am now chilling in the basement. The signed Russ jerseys over there, and we're rocking the helmet. But usually I got to rock the helmet until it's my pick again. I'm not even picking in this draft, so that causes an issue here. But we'll figure it out. You know, maybe after my buddy Dano picks once or twice, we'll lose the helmet. But for now, shouts at Russ. We're rocking the Denver helmet. I was trying to decide if I should wear this when I go to the Broncos game in Denver, but like I don't think I should. Like it'll just be annoying. Like, but it'd be funny, right? But I think I'm gonna get a jersey made with number 5, like not a Jets one, a Broncos one, and get them to sign it when I'm down there.
See if ESP reps any players.
Well, I mean, Local Weather, Russ Wilson, who sent me the stuff, hopefully, right? Like, hopefully, I'm hoping someone will pull a string for me. It would be pretty beautiful. We're trying that maybe right after the show ends. I'll start asking in the Vayner Sports Pass to see what we get going. Okay, after Dano's pick, I can finally lose the helmet. I'm gonna have 2 nice big red spots on my forehead, like I do every time I take it off. But I'm stoked and honored to have this thing. It's so big. Shouts to Local Weather for hooking it up. Big shouts to the entire VeeFriends community. And again, LW. Who knows? Maybe I'll be sending you the cases because I can't ship them to Canada, right? So maybe I'll be shipping all the cases over to you, Dano.
Yeah, I could store them here until you make a trip.
Yeah. Zeke Elliott going over to BJ. Hard to be a Jets. You're on auto there, Mike. I see you're back in the draft room. You got Russ Wilson. You got me wearing the helmet. I'll give you a pro tip. If you want to get off auto, you're going to have to hit the top right corner. You're going to have to click that off. If someone is watching this, I want to send them a message in the room. That would be pretty awesome. But shouts to you, Frank. Stoked to see you chilling over there. Let's go. Wasting time. Alan Lazard, the hidden player in the last draft. VSP community draft, Alan Lazard. Love to see it. New York Jets went real early on this one. I have a feeling so might have went a little different route. I'm sticking to my theme, and if everybody's caught on to the theme by now, I don't want to give it away because someone will go figure it out and then take that pick. If you've watched back the last few drafts, you'll figure out the exact theme of where the hidden player is coming from. It should be pretty obvious by now. But a few little jump overs there, and then it ain't been triggered yet. Dano, let's see. Let's get the helmet off the kid. Who are we taking? You got the team rounded out. You got every position you need. And another receiver with Kerr Sutton. We get to take the helmet off with the connection. Rusta Sutton. Love it. Thank you. See, I told you we'd have a nice red forehead mark from the old Russer. Local weather. Thank you. Great energy sports drink. One healthiest on it. Comes in an aluminum recyclable can. Looking out for the environment. You love to see it. Bo Jackson, baby. Let's go.
That's right.
We haven't had a Bush League pick of the draft yet. I haven't even had to blurt it out. The VeeFriends community is coming in dialed. Gary, you got these guys dialed. We're gonna have to get you in a draft. But I'm telling you, Ray, we'll have to get you and AJ. We'll have to get you both in here. We'll get you going head to head. I don't know if it's like allowed or whatever, but get in there.
Maybe they'll do the DFS.
Gary does Rainmaker. Yeah. So for those who haven't checked it out, Dano, I don't know if you have or not, but if you go into our website too, you'll see over on bushleaguesports.io or bushleaguemedia.com, you can come down to our sports page and you'll see we're going to have a free weekly DFS league. So every week you can join now. That's going to send you into our Discord. Every week we're going to post a link to our DFS league. And every time, one of the guys from the draft just messaged me. So what we're going to be doing is every week there's going to be, just like we did last year, Dano, you helped me test run it. Everybody who enters the DraftKings room that we set up, the week 1, week 2, week 3 tournament, one person's going to be crowned a champ, and they're going to get to move into this here playoff house. And all those friends are going to get to compete at the end of the year for a prize pool of NFTs, fitness memberships, and a lot more. So all you got to do is come on over to our website, bushleaguemedia.com/sports. Join now, hop into Discord. And on Tuesday, the first link to our DFS league is going to go live. You can hop in that. Everybody can compete. Like I say, one winner a week out of however many people sign up. Depending how many people sign up, that's going to determine our prize pool at the end of the year. And by the end of the year, we're going to have a 4-week tournament through the playoffs. Those 4 people will everyone in the playoff house will compete for those 4 weeks. And during those 4 weeks, everybody will total their scores. In the end, will come up with a champ. Now, for one sec, Dano, I just noticed that I've been streaming for long enough here that we are going to be having a shutdown if I don't plug this computer in. So I'm going to, I'm going to put you in charge here. You're going to run the show. You're top dog for a minute. I'm going to go run and grab my plug in here before we have catastrophic failure.
Oh, good. It's my pick. So pretty much not going to say shit until you get back. Heyo. Let's see. Who should I pick?
All right.
Raheem. We're good.
Who'd you get?
I got Mozart.
Raheem, is he even playing or is he injured? Isn't he injured? Or no, it's Wilson that's injured, so it might just be Raheem left, isn't it?
Yep, sure.
Clear lead back, yeah. clear lead back. Look at Hugo. Gets the clear lead back. I wonder if my secret pick's going to go. If he's not, I'm going to have to call an audible. For those that don't know what an audible is, play on the line. When you're at the offensive line, the defense is going to get you. You got to make a play quick. I might have to call one. I had to do that in the second draft where I was a little late, and I was like, whew, I don't think the secret player is going to go. My backup secret player in that case was Tank Bigsby, who just went. I can't use him. I've already used him. Can't just play the old Tank Bigsby record. I guess I could have. I didn't. We're going to see if the secret player is going to go or not, Dano. You got any guesses who it might be? Have you caught on to the theme?
No. Damn, I just watched it. I probably wasn't paying attention when I watched. Is it the same DSP player?
Pardon?
Is it the same player from the last draft?
No, that it's not the same one. But so far, every draft, the hidden player has been associated to the team that we've done the character for the league in.
The Jets.
Well, that just might be who the Dogs are associated to. And we've gotten deep. We've seen Lazard go. We've seen Cook go. We've seen Hall. We've seen Dalvin Cook go. We've seen the Jets defense go. I wonder if it's still the theme. But again, I want to give big shouts to everybody. I see there's a few people watching. I want to give you guys a shout for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. I want to give a shout to everybody else who shares this out. That's something I should probably do here. Let's get on socials right now. I'll give her a share on the X app. Shouts to Elon Musk for the X app. I seen the old Bushleague Media Draft just chilling there.
Young ho.
VeeFriends community. It says broadcast is not available. I wonder why. Oh, live. Now we're rolling. Let's get that rolling. We're gonna give Gary a tag at Gary V at Dano for helping me put this together. Big shouts to you. Couldn't have done it without you coming tonight. Super boring if I host a draft myself. So big shouts to you, Dano. Appreciate it. Big shouts to everybody else who's attended the draft. I'm probably gonna miss people when I'm trying to tag them. I don't even know where to start. Who should I tag? Who should we give a tag to? Let's see. Frank's in here.
You have a check, right? So you can edit posts on X, no?
For like 10 minutes or some shit. I don't really know how to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got a few studs in the draft, though. Chartsy's chilling in here. Who else we got? Block James, shouts to you. BJ. Let's go. Sauce, obviously chilling on the other side of Dano. He's getting a beauty shout out. H.A. Chartsy, he's about to get tagged and he's logging in. That's, you love to see it. What is it? H.H.? I'm pretty sure that's his tweeter too, but I don't know if it is or not because he would have a VSP tweeter for sure. But the draft is moving, and obviously we're getting near the end, so I want to send a big old shout to the VeeFriends community coming out doing this with us tonight. I see there's a few people in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that are joining us live for the draft. Frank's, I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of on auto, kind of not. He's got that best player in the draft on his squad, though, Javonte Williams. He's got an abundance of receiver, though. He might be needing to look for a trade out there, get a few backs on the squad, load up a little bit. Dano, coming to you. Who are you looking to? You going for the theme? You can try and lock the secret player. Win yourself a nice little Links DAO character NFT donated by the VeeFriends community. The guy kindly that was in the last draft, Sir Stavis. Big shouts to him.
Oh no, let's see.
I am gonna have to call a draft audible. It's looking like here. It's looking like the player I'm thinking. I thought I had faith in the VeeFriends community going deep. I thought they would. I thought they'd really just scratch at the straws and then try to get every last lick of the New York Jets they could. But I could be incorrect. So if we get to the end of this round, I am going to have to look up an audible to pull on here. I'm going to have to do a complete switch up on how we get this squad going. So what we're going to do, this view is not going to work for what I'm about to try. We're going to go back to this view while we're live here. We're going to kick this up, and I'm going to have to ready up, I guess, in essence, picking another player. Ooh, I can do it in secrecy, so you guys don't know I'm doing it. If I go,
come on,
this view, come on, running us out of time. Dano, you ran us out of time, Dano. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? I'm on the clock with you. I could have paused it. All you got to do is put in special request, Dano.
I was clicking.
You want me to pause it? You want to return? We'll give you a Bushleague redo. We'll give you one. It hasn't gone far yet. It's your last chance.
No, it's all right.
He gets the Patriots. You like that Bushleague redo? It's like a mulligan.
They're going to get dumped anyways.
You get one mulligan per draft as long as you catch it in like 5 seconds.
I missed it.
I give you guys a molly. Okay, so if the player I think does not go, which it's looking like not going to happen. Oh boy, it's going so fast. I cannot contain myself. The Broncos are charging. Let's go. Love to see it. Oh man. Okay, I got to call. I'm going to have to take a drastic measure here on who I think it could be that goes in the end here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have not gotten a hidden player out here.
Dang, there's a bunch of trash.
He goes. He's moved on. He's moved on from the squad. But if he goes, that's going to be one of them. Okay, so I'm putting it there, right? I'm giving a clue ahead of time, so it's not like I just picked this guy that this person picked. And the other guy that I'm going to pick, it's like bingo, you know? And you're on auto draft, Dano. You're going to auto draft right now.
Oh, shit. No.
I'm pausing it for you. 1 second pause. Okay, you get 5.
How do I unclick it?
Top right somewhere. 3. Come off auto draft. 2. As soon as one part plan picks, if it goes to you and you're on auto draft, you will be screwed. This is you didn't take your Bushleague redo, so we're giving you the Bushleague chance to get off the auto draft. Let's get a movement. Hey, let's go.
I don't see it.
I don't know where it is. It's got to be somewhere. I think right at the top. Look, draft. Oh, I think somewhere up there where mine says pause. Yours probably says auto draft. But there might be somewhere else. Okay, 3, 2. No, we'll start at 5. Right? Clip it. Clip the Gary V5. Okay. 4. Dano, you got to find it.
2. What the fuck?
3. Top right, baby. It's got to be in there. 2. Come on, Dano. Come on, Dano, baby. They're crying in the chat. 1. Oh, they're crying in the chat. They're going, what's going on? What's going on? What's up with the pause? What's up with the pause? One part plan. He's losing it. And you're about to get screwed. You had all the time in the world. I'm pretty sure it's just these little toggle switches over here somewhere. Over the top.
I think it's because the banner that it puts.
Oh, and you got a good pick.
Yeah.
Oh, what? We got a repause. We got a repause. We got a repause. What's going on? Who knew it? Who's seen it coming? Let's go. Triggered it. I told you guys he's gone from the squad. I said it. We're giving some hints early. The other one was bingo, which was Jonathan Mingo. But we had to go into overtime audible to try and get the secret player. We had to move on from the Jets. The player I had in mind was Randall Cobb. I don't think he's going to go. if someone picks him on the tail end. I know you're just watching and cheating. But what we did was we went from
The chat's going nuts.
You like that? You like that? We triggered it. You know who it was? You know who triggered it? Moved on from the Broncos. That second pick came in pretty quick after it. But
Who are you talking about now?
Brandon McManus. He's even still got the orange jersey on in his pick. I was like, someone might take the kicker. I'm wearing the Broncos jersey. He's kind of near the top of the pick. I could see him going. 1P plan. He was the one messaging. Why is it paused? So I unpause it because trying to help Dano out here. And
I still don't see where you're talking about.
Discord. You can claim your prize in the Discord. We're going to send you over one of those links now. Shouts to Smavis, shouts to Rumble Road from the VSP community for donating all those NFTs that we're giving away as little prizes. Some of them will be involved in that DFS thing. So big shout to them. We're going to resume the draft. CFA Sauce, thank you for being so patient. We had a Dano, dialed in Dano, right? As we noticed, not that dialed in there. But hey, we can't all be dialed in all the time.
You were on AeroClick.
And we're flying to the end. BJE Romanio. No, I said it wrong. Bejaronimo. I blew it. I'm sorry, brother. I blew it. I blew it so bad. But that's a beautiful dapper dash hound. It's Did I do it okay? No, I didn't. You try it. It's a hard one.
We're good. I didn't see where the fuck it said like unpause. It's like this banner that goes across the top.
Well, that's where the pause was. I thought maybe your auto draft button was there too, but I don't know. I
think that's it. But I think like for some reason your banner went over it.
Were you trying to click it in the StreamYard instead of in your browser?
No. That'd be funny though.
That would have been. And thank you to everybody. That concludes the VeeFriends Fantasy Draft. Woo! Let's go, baby. So stoked to have the VeeFriends community here and get that one crushed out. That was awesome to see. We got the draft wrapped up. Let's just bring this draft board up. Dano, thank you again for helping me organize that. And thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you to everybody who came. Looks like the draft room's clearing up pretty quick. Frank's hanging out. James hanging out. Dano, you're chilling. Shouts to everybody who drafted, everybody. We did that pretty quick. Hour, basically an hour, because we started a little late. Hour 5, hour 10. So we gonna have to go through these teams here a little bit and see how everybody's doing. But how are you feeling about your squad, Dano?
Let's see. I don't know.
I feel like you're obviously so strong here, right?
Moves, but yeah, the core is pretty solid.
Yeah, I think that maybe you could use a running back, but again, no, you got Mostert. Like, no, you know what? Like, your team's actually stacked potentially. Like, if Foreman and Mostert are the guys, this is all, and that's actually no. I might be overlooking your squad dialed in. You might have blew it at the end, but your whole team might just be beautiful.
Yeah,
it might be perfect actually.
I would probably change Cup to someone. I would have probably possibly changed had a different number 1 that would have shifted.
Why didn't you do it?
It's just like it didn't happen.
I had to call you.
Just looking back.
No, I know the feeling. Like you have all the choice. That's why I don't like picking first, because it's like you have all the choices in the world. You're more than likely wrong, right? Like it's you look back on it and you're like, maybe I'd have someone else, depending on how the team went together. Right? I think overall that's a great team because, like, for anyone watching, if you're still drafting, you still got some drafts going ahead of the weekend there. Obviously, Foreman, Mostert, beautiful stashes late because I think they're both starting. They're both playing it out. So yeah. That's a good on you. I'm stoked to see that stash coming out of you. And again, thank you, Dano. This show doesn't happen or be anywhere near as entertaining without you coming to hang out with me. So I appreciate it. And I'm glad to see you got a stacked team. And again, the most beautiful PFP in the internet, which is like, that's like, we're clipping that. Like that's the most beautiful PFP in the internet. I see that team above this squad here. If you can see my little mouse, that is the most beautiful PFP in the history of Earth. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just beautiful. Boyley draft picked it all the way. Got Justin Jefferson, the number one consensus pick. Etienne, good stable of backs. Like if Kamara and Gibson again are kind of, if they do their thing, that's good pick slate. Hopkins, Godwin is a great. I mean, that's just it's a good team. He got Allen. It's actually a really, really impressive team. Maybe not as good deep as yours. I do believe in Burks, but I like that squad. Dynama, big beauty. Tried my test trial league last year along with you, Dano, if you recall. So big shouts to him for coming in for the inaugural kind of mini launch this year again. Appreciate the support. Giving out 3 backs out the gate, getting Kittle, the top 3 tight end. One of the guys I say is a pretty good play to have there. Justin Fields, not what I would have done there, but absolutely nothing wrong with it. Beautiful pick in the 5th round. Rounds out the team. As for receiver, I don't know, man. Moore maybe is going to be okay in Cleveland. Kirk and Pittman in Indiana. I think that's bad. I think it's a bad receiver core. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Kirk and Pittman will be absolute studs, but geez, I don't like it. Chartsy, thank you for coming in. Absolute beauty. Got to meet him when I was down in Boston on a trip that Vayner Sports sent us on. Big VeeFriends and VSP holder. Shouts to him. Thanks to you for coming and helping fill the league up. Showed up a little late. I see he's texting me, so I'll rip you a call after the draft here. But Eckler, Jones, Montgomery, Herbert, well-rounded. I think you might have got the actual starter in Chicago in the last round, though. Like if I was Chartsy, I'd have been 100% targeting Foreman after I got Herbert. Crickets, they're taking over the house. They're just a nice ambiance in the back here if you've been listening to the whole show. Montgomery's backing up Gibbs, Jones, Eckler. It's a good squad. Watson, McLaurin, Brandon Cooks is a beauty in the back end. I like it. HH, let's see what you got. Kels, Hurts. You got the other side of Montgomery. You got Gibbs, Madison, Robinson, Tank Bigsby. You got a lot of cool names, but beyond Gibbs and Madison, might be struggling. Now you can Madison, Beckham, Lazard. Your receiver core is looking good. But
Bijan.
Pardon?
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, he's over with Frank. Frank's still hanging out in the draft room. I see he's got Bijan. Javonte, let's go. He's one of my favorite backs. I've talked about him in the last draft. Real potential. Let's hope we can see it this year, the first year. I don't think the offensive coordinator or coach in Denver knew what they were doing. And last year, obviously, an unfortunate injury. I would think, Frank, if you're watching or if you're coming back on a replay, you're gonna want to make some trades for some running backs because you're just so deep at receiver. Cooper, Ridley, Adams. I mean, as long as Ridley's doing his thing, you're golden. Drake London, stud. Evans for sure starting. I mean, you gotta make some moves maybe for a running back because you're a little tight there. And then Beach, obviously Jackson, Brown, Barkley, beautiful opening. Akers in the 6th. Pitts, as long as Pitts comes back to form and doesn't do what he did last year, which hopefully Bijan Robinson, who's hanging out with the Jets, coming back to form, can help with. Hopefully Pitts can get back to his normal self, and we'll see what Desmond Ridder is going to be doing at QB this year for the boys. Obviously, I think he went undrafted this year, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if Desmond Ridder went in any league aside from like our deep keeper dynasty league. Smith, Najiba, Flowers, good well-rounded team, couple long shot on Elliott and a Kane, but again, they could just end up being the guys. Still looks like a lot of teams need some running back help. Lock James, if you're there, shouts to you. 2nd greatest PFP in the history of the metaverse. Patrick Mahomes, Lamb, Higgins, Taylor. Taylor's a risk for RB1 on the squad. He's not playing, right? So if I'm looking at this squad right now, I'm going Cooks maybe starting, maybe not. 100% she has to start him because this guy's going to the pup. She needs a running back. That's where are they all? Because there's a lot of teams that are just rough at running back here in the VeeFriends squad. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys got to you're going to have to do something. You ain't even got 2 starters.
McKinnon
and Mitchell ain't it. They ain't playing that much. McKinnon's going to be sitting, where is he? Maybe 3rd, 4th on the depth chart. If he touches the ball on 3rd down under a couple of passing plays, I'll be surprised. He's only going to get the move if someone gets hurt, which Taylor's already hurt. Like, you need a starter in week 1. He's not it. Mitchell, probably a little ways down the depth chart as well, sitting behind McCaffrey. why are you going to play in front of him? He's second on the depth chart, but Mason and Davis are knocking at the door. Mitchell could get some chances, but as long as McCaffrey's McCaffrey, he's not playing football. She needs help there. Someone send trades. J.K. Dobbins is chilling over on Sauce's squad. He started with Diggs. He's got that Jets guy there, so he's rolling early. And Dobbins and Mixon. P. Ryan backing up Williams. It's an all right squad. What do you think? What do you give that one?
Yeah.
You're big on Wilson? You think they're going to be doing it for the Jets? You're what? You're a big Raiders fan. You didn't get too many Raiders on the squad, though, hey?
No. I'm not happy with the Raiders.
Went with your pocketbook, not your heart, eh?
That's right.
I like it. Jacobs, though, speaking of your Raiders, is on the squad right next to you, and that's a pretty good pick. I got him. I know in my keeper league, and pretty excited to have him. But we got Hill, Jacobs, Samuel, Pierce, a good 1-2 back and forth. Pierce, I'm 50-50 on, but it's a good start. Lawrence is a good quarterback to have. I would have waited later and just took Richardson, and I would have taken another player in that position like Madison, which was a draft going at that time. So no, Madison's gone. I would have taken Swift or Javonte Williams instead, probably in that position, and then just waited it out for Richardson. But if you're high on Lawrence, you're high on Lawrence. With that said, you should have one of the receivers, and he doesn't. So we'll see how the squad goes. But shouts for your patience and shouts for the big win. Again, 1P, you got your stuff set, so that's awesome. You got to be in my Discord, hop in there. We'll get you hooked up with that prize. We'll get it all sent over. Just hop up, grab the sports roll. We'll get you dialed in. And then the only team I don't think we checked out is Swain. And he started with a 1-2-3, just like you, at running back, with Waddle and Chase both coming into the league the same year. Chase obviously being the absolute stud and beauty. Waddle as well, pretty good, but Chase ripping. Which one of those two you prefer? You got any preference over Chase and Waddle, the games they play?
Hi, Waddle.
I like it. He doesn't go. I feel like Chase is like just big play, big tall guy, and Waddle's a little more speed, a little more cutting across, slanting through little sneaky routes here and there. But then Herbert rounds it out well. Waller's the last of the tight end landscape, I think, before it really falls off a cliff. And then again, I don't know how it did. I say it to so many teams, but where's the running backs? You got Rashad Wright, you got Cook, Williams. I mean, just a whole bunch of maybes right across the board, top to bottom. I don't see anyone I'm starting for my team. And when I look at that and I see someone like Montgomery that could have been taken, or Kamara, or just, oh boy, I don't know. I wish you the best, Swain. But regardless, I'm not here to judge anybody. Everybody can do their own thing, pick their own team, do their own thing. I just think there's a few teams that are struggling on running back. There's a few guys that are going to run away with it. Phantom, Chase. Maybe that's the team I jumped over because there they all are. Oh, how did we miss it? Chubb, Henry, Harris, Hall, Sanders, just that absolute stack at the gate. That is something. That is something. That's where they all are. I didn't realize where they're hiding. I missed one. Green is blending so hard as PFP right with them all. That is just the craziest stack. Like if Bryce Hall's the guy, you can't even start him. That's insane. Miles Sanders over in Carolina is going to probably be the starter there. What's it say here? Absolutely confident he'll be ready for week 1. I mean, this guy's got 5 starters. Lockett and Brown is actually not bad for Lockett's a good receiver, but yeah, he needs a trade for receiver. So one of you teams that is absolutely just dust at back here, which I'm going to look to block James. You're a little dusty at running back. You're okay, but I wouldn't be shy to try poke at him a little bit with like Sutton and someone. I would poke at him, Dano. That's the only thing you could use a boost at. And other than that, if you're Swain or if you're HH, you're maybe okay. But if you're Swain or if you're Jane, or you better be just trying to get a trade going over there.
That's funny.
But
I don't think anyone knows. I don't think a lot of people know who Phantom Chase is.
No, I don't know if I've met him myself either yet. One of your buddies through the community, I assume, through Dog Pound or Mint Mink. Where did he come rolling out of?
What's up?
I said he's one of your buddies through Mint Mink or Dog Pound or.
No, I know who he is. I brought him in. He's OG guy. He doesn't like show up.
There's got to have that team's so stacked. He's got to set his PFP and name though. He lost out on 50 fab. Anybody who came through the draft, no PFP set, 50 fab down. That's a tough start. You're gonna be falling behind, so you're gonna want to have to get those social reward points over on the leaderboard, try to catch back up.
Come on, guys.
And obviously, too, by week 2, if you guys aren't all set, league gets locked out. No trades, no waivers. That'll kick it into high gear. No trades, no waivers. You're going to want to get them set because now all of a sudden the whole VeeFriends community is suffering. You guys got to not only be competing, you got to be participating, and you got to be working together. So make sure you motivate your league mates. If you look in your league and you're like, man, that's a dusty stock PFP. No offense, Sleeper. The little robot helmet is cool, but we need VeeFriends. We need Bush League scenes. We need any PFP in this league with a Bush League background. We need to get having a good old time, sharing the community, growing the site a little bit, and having a good old time. But again, Dano, I want to send you a big shout for coming and doing this with me tonight. Just stoked to be doing it. We're upgraded this year. Last year's all Twitter space. Look at us now. We're on video. We're live. We're live on 6 different channels right now, and we're buzzing, baby.
Good stuff, dude. So I guess I'll just win this league.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would probably do. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't see why you would kind of make a different choice than that, really.
Yeah, you guys all messed up your draft.
I don't know, like Phantom. You better watch out, man. That guy going to be running ship as long as he gets his hands on. Like, if he gets one good receiver, you guys are dust. What time are you out in Cali? 8:30.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm over just one time zone over mountain right now. Shouts to everybody who I tell I'm on Central Time and then fuck up my meetings because Saskatchewan stays time and we just change time zones. So I always blow it all the time. So it's to me for sucking at that. But yeah, no, I want to send a big shout to everybody so far that's tuned in or watched one of these Bush League drafts, been a part of this. It's been really fun. We kind of want to bring together the future of tokenizing and bringing fantasy sports communities together and people together and just intertwining things, right? Like everybody's trying to find a reason for their NFT community to use their token. And I think if we can intertwine business, fitness, fantasy, community, different activities and all kinds of events online and art and different fun stuff, I think we can really do something interesting. And I'm glad to have you along for the ride, Dano, and looking forward to what we can do. And now the goal, we're gonna get the draft and the fitness over at VCon, and we're gonna get the campsite scene as one of the eruptions one day. I want to be eruption number
69.
It was 69. That's what I'm going for. That would be cool. I 100% would like eruption 69 to be the campsite. I was going to say 55, but then I was like, well, maybe that's Gary's. Like, I don't think I've earned that one. Eruption 69. I'm calling it now. Clip it, Gary, please. Eruption 69. Site change. You got my buddy Daniel here. He already did the eruption. He already changed the scene on his PFP. He's got a beautiful little primate. So I mean, we're running. We're helping the ecosystem. So throw a little love back to Bush League. Help my little bro out. He's been working on this art for 2 years. Let's get a campsite background change. Let's get a beautiful tent. Don't get me wrong. Love your tents. Collector of the campsite. Check out the wallet. tkb.e. You'll see it. That tent, baby. Let's go. Your tents are a little more rounded. Mine are a little more triangle. But let's get that PFP change. Let's get Dano's. Dano, would you? Here's the question for you. This will be a telltale if we're bros or not. Would you take one of your VF2 dialed in dogs and switch it to campsite scene if that was an option in an eruption? I mean,
oh yeah, I got some dogs I can burn.
Easy, yes, hey, easy. I mean, they go up in value, 100%. They're not going down in value when you switch it to campsite scene. That ain't a burn. That's a
burn it.
That's a goldify.
Here we go. Got the torch right here.
Like, we're just drinking mojito and blasting torches. Let's go, baby. Anyways, appreciate you. I'll reach out and bug you a little after. I'm going to rant and yell for a few seconds. Shout out to everybody who came and tuned into the draft. It's been a pleasure. Dano, thank you for coming, making a few beauty picks, starting her out. Cup Brown Smith. Love to see it. Hope you do well in the draft. And again, thank you for helping me organize this team, and look forward to maybe hashing up with you on Thursday nights when we do the fantasy show, and maybe we'll be doing the Friends fantasy on Sunday morning a little bit again too. So whenever you're free, I'll be stoked to have you join. I'll be sending you out some links and hopefully hashing up with you throughout the year, and we'll keep on spreading the VeeFriends word and working towards eruption 69, baby. Let's go.
See you, bro.
Okay, take care, brother. As for the rest of you, thank you guys for making it this far. Thank you for listening to me and Daniel rant and ramble and rave. That's half the fun, and that's what it's all about here at Bush League. We just want to get people together, have a good time, have a little fun. So for those of you who've been watching, those of you who might watch this back, I appreciate you. I'm so stoked you're doing this. We look forward to doing this with all kinds of communities, all kinds of different projects, companies, businesses, different things in the future, pushing it around, having a good time with it, letting everybody see the fun the fantasy can bring. And without further ado, I just want to give a big shout out to Gary for everything he's kind of inspired in this space. I think there's so many of us that look up to him, and for myself, just appreciate all the knowledge he pours out, all the kindness and just good vibes, and really just smart business mind too for us to learn from and kind of work towards and grow. So big shouts to everybody in the VeeFriends community that showed up tonight. Thanks to everybody who's shared this. Thanks to everybody who's came, watched, anybody who's been a part of the draft or just ever, been a part of my life in any way. Just so stoked to be here doing this. So as we say, stay Bush League, you beauties. We'll catch you next time. Love yous.
Oh, yes, sir. It's the doggy. Yeah, come on. You walking around the sandbox? Come to my neighborhood. Pull up to the mansion. This how we do it, y'all. Yes, sir.